We tried, honey.
Yeah, we gave it a good effort. Needed another couple of weeks. I think we could have made more happen.
So we're getting ready to move. Again. But not in the way you think. Welcome to our channel. I'm Kathy and that's Rich, and we're building an off-grid, earth-sheltered house here in the Adirondacks of New York State. We never got the house covered with dirt this year, and now that temperatures are dropping, snowstorms are rolling in, and winter is upon us, we faced some additional challenges here on the homestead. So this week, we had to move. It's not what we wanted to do, but flexibility is key to happiness here on the homestead. Panels are covered.
Panels are covered. Yeah. And the snow slid off our house.
Look at that.
Yep.
Thanks, babe. Perfect. It's 39 in the dome.
Yeah.
So it's always about 10 degrees warmer in here.
Still smells a little in here.
This one says 39 as well.
I'll see you later, honey.
I love you, honey.
Bye.
See you in a little while. Drive careful. He's a school bus driver. And they only had a 2-hour delay today instead of being closed. Dark in here, but I have a great idea. That corner by that window is really cold. There's like no insulation there. So I'm gonna make like a foam piece out of that 1-inch foam from the dome and cover it with an insulated moving blanket and see if we can't wedge something in place to keep that corner a lot warmer than it is. So we're putting down just enough flooring so that we can install the toilet. We'll worry about everything else later. We just need a flush toilet. That's what Richie's... That's what Richie's working on while I make that piece. All right, I know it's dark, but I got the foam with the moving blanket on top of it ready to go. It's all folded up, but I'm gonna take this garbage bag and create like a vapor barrier and use the red tape to hopefully hold it in place. Hopefully it holds. I'm gonna try to flip it up and squeeze it in.
All right, so I got most of the floor around where the pipe is, and now I got to cut it. I didn't want to put any sealant because I don't think it's necessary, just so it does a nice slip and slide. Well, that's not good. What's going on here? I gotta cut this thing? Why won't it go down all the way? So if this was to fit on a piece of 3-inch pipe, no matter what I do, it's not going to fit all the way flush because of the way it fits inside this pipe. There's like a little bit of a bevel here. So that goes flush.
Good.
So if our pipe is flush to the floor, it should be good. This will go in here. Still not quite flush, but better. What am I doing here? I still gotta cut more?
Cut more what?
How's that?
Oh my God, I feel like a dentist.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
How they suck the stuff out of you now?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like. Now, let's see if it sits where it needs to sit. Oh, there you go. So we put tape on the floor to line up where the bolts go, because of the way this toilet bowl is, it's kind of hidden, these mounting bolts. And yeah, they want you to sort of twist it back and forth, nestle it in position, not rock it back and forth.
Nestling.
Nestling. All right, so what they say, firmly press the wax ring against the bottom of the ceramic, right? Yeah. I'm doing that. It's cold.
It's very cold in here. There's
so I
nothing.
hope that it sticks. It is affixed to the ceramic.
Okay. Where's the rings on the toilet?
You gotta find it with the tape. So now you just gotta nestle it.
Oh, that's the nestling. Holy crap, that was hard. Pun intended.
How's she look?
She looks amazing. Why is it a shoe?
I don't know. Alright, so let's see what happens.
We are having quite the challenging time here on the homestead the last couple of days. As you know, winter set in and it snowed and we were scrambling to get everything ready for winter. We did get the tarps up and snow falls down the side pretty crazy, like you could see. And believe it or not, it's pulling the tarp from the other side, stretching those ropes. And some of the rope, not the ropes, some of the grommets had broken. And the wind is just creating a sail today. Or I should say was just creating a sail. Still catching it. You can see it a little bit there. It was a little worse earlier. It was really crazy. So Rich and I got a whole bunch more ropes tied to hold it all down in place the best we could. And none of it's perfect, but you could see there's a grommet right in that spot there that pulled off and broke. So we're trying to keep the ropes tight down. But what we don't want is this whole thing to just take off. And that section over here is really bad because that's where we made the mistake when we had the tarp in the wrong direction first and we had cut it for the chimney. And that red tape, it's just not holding in this cold. There's pieces of it all over the ground that just blew off in the windstorm. The other challenge we've just faced is at 10 o'clock last night, after getting our toilet installed and running, we got back to the camper, cooked some dinner, and turned off the generator and went to use our propane furnace, and the furnace is dead. Furnace isn't working. Richie pulled it apart.
Looks like it's clicking pretty good.
Our heater went out late last night. We had to keep the generator running so we could have a little electric heater. So Richie is quickly just pulling it all apart, and he found a clump of dust in the sail switch.
This is called the sail switch. It senses airflow. So this dust was basically packed underneath.
Oh, that's
it.
a huge clump.
Yeah, it's solid too.
It looks like dryer lint.
Yeah.
Ew.
So I'm hoping that that's it, because now I hear it clicking nice, and I'm sure that that's our problem.
Oh,
I'm
I really
90%
pray.
sure that's our problem. All right, so let's
And
go
of
ahead
course, it was the first time that it snowed here. And our heater goes out. No? Oh no.
That was one cycle.
Oh no. Oh honey.
Now it's the high temperature lockout switch, wherever that is.
How do you know?
Well, because it's the only other interlock that's left.
I smell gas.
That's just a little bit of propane there.
He checked the sales switch, the limit switch, everything, and he could not figure it out. So he ordered some parts last night online, and we're hoping they're the right parts so that we can get our little propane furnace fixed. But unfortunately, in the meantime, and you can see how the tarp is billowing here. That's not so good. Anyway, in the meantime, we have to run the generator 24/7 to have heat. So basically, we're trying to only do that at night when we need the heat. And during the day, I'm just kind of hanging out and doing things in the dome while Richie is at work. The dome is still maintaining about 39 degrees, 38 degrees. I think I saw once at night, even when it's cold out. So that's a good thing. And again, we'll stoke the stove when we go to bed, but we haven't been able to get that wood stove to heat the dome up. And that's not really that surprising because, well, frankly, we're not insulated because we never got the dirt on top. So we're doing the best we can. Today, when Richie comes home from work, hopefully he'll be bringing home some baseboard heater. And we're going to put way more baseboard heat in than we had anticipated. But again, the idea is to keep the dome above freezing. It's a little something. Get us started. So I created, see that? A little bit of privacy with some cardboard for our bathroom. And I made sort of a little dry kitchen here. We have our 35-gallon cistern. And I can fill it right from the well through this hose, just like I fill the Berkey. The Berkey provides our drinking water. We fill this little bucket here to flush the toilet. This cistern provides us a little dry kitchen sink, sort of. We have a little drying towel here for the dishes and some hand towels. So we have a little kitchen. We've got a functioning bathroom. And we've got a wood stove. No, you don't. You can reach. Come on. You got this. Oh, it's like icing. It's like icing a cake. Please let me try.
You gotta hold the can up. There you go. Slow. Oh, Kathy.
You gotta get the feel for it, right?
Faster, move the can. Don't, that's enough.
It's not as easy as you think. Oh, it's enough.
This stuff is so sticky.
So we're getting ready to move again, but not in the way you think. What we're trying to do is move this trailer out of here and up there between the dome and the solar, because then we can hook up to our own solar electric and not have to use gas generators anymore. At least that's the goal. All cleaned up and ready to move.
Time is moving still, and you are here with me. A house upon the hill, and a little apple tree.
That's it, we moved.
It's not ideal, but
It wasn't very hard. I thought it was going to be harder.
now is easy. But what we'll do is we'll sleep and cook in the camper, and we'll
Work our butts off in the dome.
and use the bathroom in the dome and like a little temporary dry sink kitchen in the dome where the running water is in the utility room. And we have all the creature comforts, but we don't have to run
Back and forth 100 feet, 200
that,
feet.
and we don't have to run the gas generator.
You don't have to run the generator.
So we're nice and close. We could just step out in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom in the dome.
Yeah, so we don't have to run the generator and we don't have to run back and forth. It's going to save us all kinds of time.
And money.
And gas.
Yeah. So it's good. It's really good, actually. And we can monitor the wood stove easier and keep the dome warm, and it's just going to be really wonderful. It's not the move we really want, but it's a step in the right direction. Before it was such a long walk and it was muddy, so we made this little, we have the step, we made this little stoop here out of a pallet and some T111, and boom, we're right in the trailer.
A house upon the hill.
Now that the camper is completely moved and we're hooked up to solar, Richie is finally putting away, officially, the Predator 3500 generator that we have used for the last 2 years to keep the camper running. We've used that, and we've used 120 watts of solar panels to keep the batteries charged up, and coffee, and do all the things that we needed to do. But now, the camper is over here by the dome, and we are plugged into our solar panels. Life is good. Oh yeah, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Did you hear that noise? Something happened.
Hang on, let me go take a look.
We're good.
I hear something else.
Right here. I can't believe it.
What did I do?